Alright. Cool beans. Quick save. Let's check out our kingdom. It's been about an hour, so I'll probably cut the video here and start it back up again here in a moment here, guys.
May we have a moment of respite?
And we're back with all the whiners. Everything is ready for the coronation. We got +3 loyalty, relations, and culture. What? And we got economy, lighter border control. As part of our agreement with Jamani Eldoria, we've halted our patrols along our shared border. This is the kind of confidence-building gesture that our Eldoria allies appreciate. Effect +2 bonus when pursuing any opportunities in the regions along the Brevin border. Also improves relations by 5. That sounds cool. What's the other one? Trading with Restov. Well, our good relationship with Eldoria allows us to commence trading with Restov on favorable terms. Effect, every region along the Brevin border with a non-military upgrade. I assume be P. What the hell does the non-military upgrade mean? Does it mean we can't have military upgrades in those areas? Like walls? I don't know about this one. We'll have to think about that one. It's entirely possible that that's completely useless for us. But we'll check it out. And then, of course, we have other. And this is Eldori Fighting School. Jamani Eldori is eager to send Sword Lord mentors to your lands out to spy on me, clearly. No, wait. No, she's a friend. Sorry. As a token of support and friendship. Effect, all military academies in the kingdom provide an additional bonus of +3 loyalty and +2 stability in military. All Sword Lord academies in the kingdom provide an additional bonus of +3 loyalty, community, military, and stability. Holy hell. That's kind of cool. Alright, anyway, what do we got for stuff going on? Oh, we got 2 days, no events to work on. That's nice. That's good news. We got a check coming here in a couple days. And 4 days. And 4 days. And 8 days. Okay, so. And 16 for this. And this is the Varnhold Militia that we're desperate to get. So, we have regions to claim. So, we should do this. And the question is can we afford to do it now? 14 days puts us at 28-32. There's no way this is a 32-day month. Matter of fact, this is the 28-day month. So we've missed the opportunity to do this and still be within the month. So something could still happen is the point. And again, just to prove it to you, we'll claim Glendabine and watch all the crap that shows up.
May we have a moment of respite?
No, because again, I saved, so I can do this part and scum save it. Again, look at all the events that just showed up. We didn't have 10 things to do. So there's no way in hell that 10 things just are suddenly done. No, it's like 3 things are done and 7 things showed up at the last second and probably screwed us. There's Glendabine. Look how big that territory is. And this is the dire now march that we still have yet to claim. Success. Failure. I know we're scumming it, and we're not even going to scum it to that level. Happy birthday to the king. In events. So again, we failed one. Great Deadland wasn't able to find enough volunteers in time, and again, I don't care because we're not going to keep this a result. But again, look at all the crap that just showed up: Greedy Tax Collector, Eureka, Nature's Rage, Mineral Springs, Freed Source. Matter of fact, though, now that I think about it, the only one that did fail was Lindsay. And why is he already on this one? Did I put him on this? That seems weird. Let's try this again. I may do this. Yeah, because he's working on something right now. So regions. And again, I don't care if it's Glendabine or Dial and Arm Marches. There's no favorite for me. I guess the one that we're going to be in the area the most is probably Glendabine. And it's right next to Pitax. So is the Dire and Arm Marches. But Dire and Arm Marches is a long sliver, whereas Glendabine is a huge territory. And again, we've been in that area, and we know that there's a lot of stuff in that area still to do. So I'd rather it be our kingdom. So if we're going to do one, this is probably the one to do. Before we do this, though, if we're going to do this proper, I probably want to put Octavia on something that's going to burn up 14 days, right? So 60 days would screw her out of that. 45 might be better. Let's see, we got 10 more days in this month. 30 days. The next month, maybe 31. Neither's really appealing. So basically she's going to be busy this month. She'll be busy all next month with this one. And even if it's 60, she'll be busy for this month, next month, and then the month after that, she'll be ready to come back. So I can do a 60. I just don't want to do like a 90. Curse of Tartuffe. Sure, why not? Claim me a region. Oh, and while we're claiming a region, is there anything else we want to put people on? Remember, we're burning up 14 days, so if there's something that can be done in 14 days... Is he busy with that one? Can't do it. It's 30 days. And again, this is a terrible one. The worse the unrest, the more BP we get. So it's just like trying to get us to fail. This one's 15 days though, and I'm cool with that. $20 days. Oh no, I want the capital. Hell yeah, I want a capital. Alright, and then we go here, and then we say, quick save it.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
Stop whining. Yeah, 14 days of doing nothing. The capital. You can now upgrade regions within your kingdom. Every region has 2 or 3 available upgrades with unique bonuses and conditions for each. All of them are listed on the region cards. You will find the region upgrade projects on the projects tab. Now this is another cool thing that they have in the game. Let me show you this one. Claim Glendavon, and we need to make sure we pass all our shit. Let me explain the cards. So what they're basically saying is this. Yeah, my kingdom is expensive. What they're basically saying is this. Each region, this region, this region, this region, so all the territories that we currently own, including the ones we're going to own, have an upgrade feature to them. Like a special, like something unique to that region, okay? Like, oh, we're known for our horses, so you can travel faster on the open road. Or, we're known for our, I don't know, peasants, and therefore you can get, like, free food everywhere you go. Or just, like, weird shit. Some stuff, like, there's like, I want to say 3 per region. And some of them are just garbage. Like, they're just complete crap. Like, you would never want it. So feel free to look it up online. I think, I don't know this, because I haven't been to this stage in a while. I think the devs have added a description of what it gives you. So when you do the project, it'll tell you. You remember how we've been saying, oh, if you do this, you'll get +3 to your economy or whatever. The same kind of deal. In the project description, before you learn it, it will literally say, this will give you this. I think that's a thing. So if that's the case, it makes it easier. You don't have to look it up online. If not, definitely look it up online, because again, you can only, I want to say, pick 1 per region. That's it. And you get screwed. Yeah, you get something that you're just like, this didn't do anything. Yep. Congratulations. What the hell, man? They wanted something cool, and they just totally screw you on that shit. So be careful on that. So that's our Glendavon. I'm going to rename it Cinnabon just so we're clear. Triumph. Noble in trouble. Leisure boat of noblewoman. Leisure boat of a noblewoman from Brevoy ran to ground on a sandbank in the river. The foreign guest requests aid from the ruler. Sitting on her fat, pillowy ass, she hollers out behind her clearly caked-on makeup and says, help me, please, save me. And, of course, Ragangar runs out, and triumphantly, after 2 days, laboring in the middle of the river, the noble was ready to give everything she had to be rescued. Everything she had? Who the hell? Oh, the noble, this noble. All right. I say, what the hell are you talking about? After receiving his reward, the general sent his soldiers to the river and to release the noble from her predicament. So we held her hostage. Read you dick. Loyalty -1. Military +8. That's how we filled the coffers. Triumph Lindsay. Yes, whale hunt. The Grand Diplomat assembled a hunting party of fearless daredevils, supplied them with everything necessary for such an adventure, and sent them forth to join the Ulfin. Now the kingdom will share in the glory of the hunt, as well as their catch. Loyalty +2, economy +2, relations +5. There's a whale hunt. We got whales. Success. The truth of the blade. Dressed in the disguise of a wandering monk, the minister suggested the priest should establish a free community in Galt. The Kid Knight was thrilled by the idea and left the realm, taking his most faithful with him. Espionage +4. Go back and finally get something on that one. And again, remember, we just learned that we can now pass level 6 rank. Again, we're nowhere near level 6, so we're clearly behind the curve here. Success. Troubled minds. The counselor silenced the troublemakers with numerous penalties. With every insulting tune costing them gold, they soon turned to safer topics. Loyalty +3. Crushing it. Happy birthday to me. I'm a triumph. Loyalty, relations, money. And the capital is now a busy city. friggin' awesome. And for some reason, it puts him on this immediately. I don't understand that. I'm going to take him off. We have time to do that one. Greedy tax collector. Okay, so we need Jubilost back. When's he done? In a day. So we may just like advance a day here. Let's check these other ones out. Reg, opportunity. Done in 13 days. Plenty of time. Christian, done in 14 days. Plenty of time. Jod. This is why we keep, remember, Jod was here as well as Octavia. That's why we keep Jod handy. Or Octavia handy. So one can work on curses, the other one has to do this shit. So, because they filled the gap for the other, kind of, in most cases. So we're doing that one. We're doing this one. This one can be done by Octavia. No. Well, no. She won't be done this month, will she? No. So it's going to be done by Tristan. After this one. He's the only one that can do this one, though. It says we have till the 5th, though. So, and it's an opportunity, so just like the other one, right? Yeah, and this one has to be done by the 4th. So this is more important, technically speaking. So I'd rather him work on this one, and I'm giving him a point so he has a real good chance of passing this one. He's got an 85. He's crushing it. And again, the reason that Reg is crushing it, by the way, is because his plus 14 comes from his stat rank and his leader bonus. His leader bonus is strength. So being the strong-ass dragon disciple that we made him, he's freaking baller. So if I gave him like a belt of strength plus 6 or plus 8, he would go even better on his stats. So again, know what stats they need. Like Valerie's charisma. Octavia is charisma as well, I want to say. But I can't remember that off the top of my brain. So there's that. Again, that will be Tristan. This will be Jubilost when he's ready. Now, region-wise, oh my good lord. This is the region upgrade stuff. Claim the Darnar marches. Aristo's holy place. Now, again, tells us the information here. With the Temple of the Oak at its heart, the North Nar marches can become a true home for Aristo's followers. Effect, +2 sacred bonus to attack and damage against animals and magical beings while in the kingdom. Also provides a +5 bonus to lower nature checks while within the kingdom too. Sounds cool to me. Notice this one requires me though, and then will burn 14 days. What else do we have? Royal hunting grounds. A hunt is a form of entertainment that nobles consider essential. There is no special effect. And again, tells us, this is garbage. Do not do this. I mean, obviously we'll try to do everything, but no. Trading ground. Oleg's, Levinton's example could encourage others to pursue a merchant's life in the region. With your help, the outskirts could become a center of trade between the merchants and the local hunters. There is no special effect, but we get to help out Oleg, so you know you want to do it eventually. Jewelry center. Now we're talking. All around the River Kingdoms, people are sharing tales of gems and dragon silver, in the region of Silverstep. With your help, these tales could be harnessed into a promotion for local jewelry. Effects attracts jewelry makers to the region. I have no idea what that means. That could be if we don't have the jeweler already, the artisan, that it attracts her. Remember, we have an artisan that makes jewelry for us. But that's cool. Enigmatic tales. The region of Silverstep is home to many mysteries. Even the Fae have their own tales of this place. You can turn it into a source of inspiration for your mages and priests. Effect. Each cathedral in the kingdom provides +3 divine. Each magical academy in the kingdom provides +3 arcane. That's a solid one. I'd dig that. Because these two stats that start jumping up. Because they're kind of lounging behind. What else we had? We had the magic of Candlemere Tower. Although the ancient cult that built Candlemere Tower disappeared thousands of years ago, traces of strange magic still linger there. Study these secrets and your arcane specialist will gain valuable new knowledge and experience. Effect, +3 knowledge for the Magister, or bonus for the Magister to take advantage of opportunities in this and all adjacent regions. The Mage's Tower provides additional +1 to Divine and Arcane. Now that's worth it. So again, if something happens where the Magister has to solve a problem that's touching this territory or anything that's touching that territory, boom, +3 to her bonus. That's a way to make her better. Bread and circuses. Giving Varnhold an opportunity to host fairs would provide the region a sense of hope for future prosperity. Any building in the town that provides a bonus... man, I hate coronavirus. Just thought of the fact that, the town next to my town, the town next to my city, whatever, always does a really cool fair. And I think they're going to have to cancel this. That sucks, man. That's always fun. It's like the 4-H club and whatever. Always come out. And they have like the elephant ears. Oh, God, if you guys have never... All right, so I know I'm taking a side here. But I hate being stuck indoors like this with everybody else. How do I explain an elephant ear? Basically fried bread dough. Really is what it is. It's you take bread dough. Like if your grandma, your mom, or you, whatever, is making bread dough. Take off a big hogging lump of it, as it's rising, all that, because you always get more than you need, right? Take off a big hogging lump of it, like you can make like a softball out of it, like a big ass piece. And then you put some friggin' oil in the pan, stretch that bastard out until like the weirdest, flattest, weirdest kind of shape. It's going to be lumpy and bumpy and whatever else, but by and large, it's going to be this mismatched shape of just a giant pancake. Throw that in there, fry that shit up, flip it over, do the other side. That's fried bread dough, okay? So an elephant ear, proper at the fair, is basically the same thing, but they will always do one of two things. They'll either cinnamon and sugar the shit out of it, making it like one giant ass cinnamon and sugar donut, basically. It's freaking awesome. Or my personal favorite, they do that, and then since it's almost cup shaped, because it's almost always got like some weird recess in the middle of it, they'll fill the recess with apple pie filling. Oh man, fried bread to elephant ears are the best thing at the fair. Not the same as a funnel cake. For those that are thinking, oh, that's a funnel cake. No, funnel cakes are totally different. Funnel cakes is batter, and funnel cakes, while looking like the same thing, I mean, as far as like it's like fried bread dough, but it looks similar. But funnel cakes are almost always like caked with powdered sugar. So it's like deep fat fried is another difference. And the funnel cake, like they will literally like powdered sugar it. The grease that's already there will suck that up, right? And it'll like melt and congeal into like this white yellow goo. And then to make it better, they'll powder sugar it one more time. So it actually looks like powdered sugar for a change. But it is just a glucose mess of just awesome. But yeah, totally different. And yeah, I miss the fairs, man. The fairs were always the fun. Ah, well, that sucks, man. Anyway, bread and circus. Effect. Any building in town that provides a bonus to either community or loyalty also provides +1 to economy. What? That's expensive. And then we're back to being claim the down on marches. All right. We got all our advisors. Everyone's happy. We have 3 people working. 3 people working. So of our 10, we got 6 people busy. No one needs to work on this stuff. So who's missing? Let's see. We got Reg, Keston. Looks like we're missing the Val, Lindsay, and the old man, the storyteller. None of these are necessary, though. I'm checking just to see. Oh, and Ekin. So that's our 4th. Okay, so curses. No one can do curses. No one can do others, can they? Oh, maybe. 20 days. Should be done by the 23rd. This is still a cool one. Here's our storyteller. Lost Dwarven Knowledge. Still want to know what that's going to give us. But yeah, we got 2 things we can do here. This one can be done. Oh, that one's 45 days. Oh, fuck that. Screw that. Economy. Anything that can be done in here. 45 days, 30 days, 14 days. I'll happily do that. +3 BP each time the Grand Diplomat. Hell yeah, do that. Trade agreement with the Galt. Nope. And White Reporter Patrol. Again, this is the one with Eldori. 20 days. I like this one. I like it. We'll do that. Again, we could do rank ups. Stuff that busts us up into the next category. But the one I want to do next is going to be, honestly, economy. And that's in a day. So, quick save. Hard save. Doing both. And again, the reason for me doing both, for those of you wondering, well, why is he being extra paranoid? We had a lot of shit that just happened. And a lot of good stuff. It was definitely a worthwhile upgrade. And again, just as a quick check, we have upgrade any region. That's that thing that we just learned. Still waiting on the militia thing. for Varnhold. Matter of fact, we probably can teleport over to Varnhold. Maybe we should do that before we do anything crazy here by skipping days and stuff. If I did anything, I'd skip 1 day just to get Jubilost done. Right? And in 1 day, so literally in less than 18 hours, you'll have passed this thing. Trade agreement. And then 2 days, Varnhold Militia's done. So I don't want to skip 14 days and then find out that I could have been doing stuff in those 12 days in between. That could have been awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to teleport our happy asses. And I should have been rested up. Is everyone else rested? And I hate they don't burn off these charisma things. You think with the amount of time and effort that we have here, these would be done. So I need to take them out just so I can cure them.
I'm there.
Ooh, I got a... Oh! I got money. A magic dueling sword and a ring that had to come from people while we was out on the 14-day jump cycle. So what was those things? Artisans, what did you make me? You made me a ring of security. We already have this, I think, on somebody, but we'll definitely give this to someone else. +2 deflection, so it's basically like a ring of protection +2. +2 resistance to all saving throws, so again, like a cloak of resistance +2, all in one item. Then it also gives you this kick-ass spell resistance. Now, it's only 14, but most people will pass that. But that doesn't mean they will always pass it. And now here's something else we got. The Lord Protector Dueling Sword. I think we actually got this once before. Dueling Sword refuses to attack the ones it's swore to protect, imposing a -5 penalty on attack rolls against friendly targets. Which would be meaningful if you got mind controlled or whatever, and you're trying not to hurt your team, right? The downside is that means you're preparing for you getting mentally screwed over and confused or dominated in some way, which seems dumb. So it's a weird ass item. So we'll definitely sell that thing. But I thought it was funny. We're actually though teleporting now over to leave. We're gonna teleport over to Garnhold. I'm taking them, and I'm taking. Need a solid bank ring. And I'm taking him so I can cure him. Same with him. So, give me a chance to do that stuff. Rest in between as we teleport back and forth. We'll probably have magic gear that we can sell straight off the bat too. Kind of tighten the belt, so to speak. Alright, I need to teleport, son. Where are we teleporting to? We're going all the way over here to Varnhold. Teleport. Varnhold, it's my place. Varnhold, I love it there. Oop, nope, cancel. No. Entrez-vous. We haven't physically been here, I don't think, since we've taken over the territory. Official. And I just want to make sure that there's not something to say or do before he turns in his 2-day quest of making that militia. It makes the militia, and I think another quest spawns here, is what really happens. But I just want to prove it to myself, so we're basically kicking around. And since we're here...
Yes.
Let us not hesitate.
Magritium Turinos.
By the way, for those of you who are wondering, or not wondering, but would be happy for me to do so, I am working on another build video. Quick save that mess. I saw a posting the other day from another YouTuber who does a really good job. He's actually got a very good following, so he doesn't need my kudos, but he does a really good job, and he did a video the other day with a monk dip build for a sword saint, which is solid. It's just...
I'm there.
It's not how I would have done it, for one. And he was going on and on about how while it didn't do a lot of damage, and it didn't, because it was using a subpar weapon, it was getting like 10 attacks a round, which is, again, it's crazy, right? 10 attacks, like the highest case scenario was like 10 attacks a round. But the damage output was like, it did 7 damage, it did 8 damage, it did 4 damage, and I'm like, what is this crap? And he was bragging about the fact that it had like a ridiculous, what do you call it? Armor class of like 70. And I think he said it can go even higher than that, which I don't doubt that it can. But it was one of those weird scenarios where I'm like, this isn't as cool. Actually, I'm going to keep that one. This isn't as cool as he made it look. And I'm just like, we could actually probably do better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my version of it. It won't be a sword saint. It'll still be a... I'm just quickly checking here, guys. Sorry. It'll be my version of it. So it'll still be a magus, but it won't be like his character that he made. So it's going to be different. And I was toying with it, and again, very happy with it so far. I just need to, sew in what spells are you going to get, because my version is going to be the Eldritch Scion version, and I'm going to make it undead. And the reason that I'm doing mine different than his is, again, not that his wasn't bad, it's just when he invested in points, for instance, like, so, hard to explain without showing it to you. So you know how at every level of my sword saint, I get the ability to pick between whether I get hit point or if I get a skill point. He was rotating, so he's like a hit point, a skill point, a hit point, a skill point. And that was so his character could finish with hit points way better than what I'm looking at right now. And I'm like, yeah, but if you make it undead, where you like floor the con into the toilet and give it just like maximum charisma, like I can get a charisma based character up to base now by level 20, I can get you up to 24, easy peasy. So that's a +7. That's a +7 times your 20 levels. That's 140 extra hit points. So between that and remember, there's a monk class out there that specializes with charisma builds, where it's called a Scale Fist Monk. The Scale Fist Monk, instead of having a wisdom go to their armor class, it's charisma. So now imagine that Eldritch Scion build. Undead Bloodline, no less. Thematically, it made sense. I said, fuck it. Doesn't have to be. It can be any kind of thing, but solid choice. And then you basically wear no armor. You can use any weapon you want that you're trained in, because you're a magus and you can just do that shit. And then with a 1-level monk dip, you can flurry of blows with monk weapons or your fists. You can get all those things like crane wing, crane style, crane riposte, so you can tank it up with the best of them. You make it a halfling, and this is the fun part. And he had the right idea. I mean, he knew what he was doing. He had a halfling because there's a feat that they can pick, and only halflings can pick it, called Cautious Fighter, where if you're fighting defensively, which you have to do if you want to monk it up proper to be a defensive monk, you get, instead of a +3 for fighting defensively, it goes to +4 if you have 3 mobility, which he did. And then if you have Cautious Fighter as a halfling and you're fighting defensively, that +4 now goes up to +6. So it's another 2 armor class just added on to you for picking a feat. Way better than even dodge. But you're going to get dodge too. And again, after everything's said and done with my build, my armor's like in the 60s, low 60s, with all the other spells besides, like your blur, your displacement, your mirror image, your greater invis, all that shit to protect you. And then I have like retarded HP. Just saying. And of course the charisma, since there's no con, their unaltered charisma stat not only alters their HP, it also alters the fortitude. So you see how I have a +3 there? Sadly, her charisma will never get much better than this. Yes, I can give her gear that increases this. It has no impact on fortitude. It does have an impact on HP, so there is that. But if you, like I said, you take that from a 16 to a 24, that's a +7, not a +3. I could actually finish that character. I want to say that his fortitude, when I geared him up proper, was well into the high, mid to high 30s. It's ridiculous fortitude checks, and he had really good reflexes because I made him a dex-based, a dex-based halfling. So it's dex and charisma, which are the 2 stats that halflings swear by. It was a perfect concept and made perfect sense to me. And again, I made her undead using like the trick like I did with this character with the trait. And then I used the Undead Bloodline because you have to pick a bloodline, and again, it made sense. I don't have to do that. I mean, I can use necromancy spells on all kinds of other builds, but thematically speaking, it was fun. And to make it weirder than that, because you're the Undead Bloodline gives you like, what do you call it, damage reduction and cold resistance built into it. I'm just checking to see, since we haven't been here in a while. Is there anything he has that I can use? Controlled Fireball. I'll take it. I'll take that too, because that's entirely possible that the other lady needs it as well. That's a common one. to not have. Here's Turtle. This is our, or soon to be, our last artisan, I believe. Welcome. We've just brought in a couple of new recruits. The guards are teaching them all they need to know about standing night watch, and I'm busy making armor for the boys. No one should fight bandits with a bare chest. Leather armor can do wonders. It won't make a lot of noise and give away your ambush, but it will protect you just fine from a blade. How's the militia doing? We're doing fine. We train volunteers, keep the hotheads separated, catch these. Don't worry. If anything goes wrong, I'll let you know right away. Tell me about yourself. Turtle gives a sour grin. Not much to tell, Your Highness, and it's not a pretty story. I grew up in the street of Daggermark, not the best place to live in case you didn't know that already, especially for lonely children. But life teaches us a lot of things. I was able to survive, then got involved with a gang and built up my life from there, all on my own. Not on my mom and dad's sweat and blood, or some fancy title and a bunch of gold. People knew they could trust me, and that I've got my head screwed on right. There were some who were ready to follow me, and I even thought about becoming a bandit myself. Turtle frowns as if she remembered something shameful and unpleasant. It wasn't meant to be, that's all. I left Daggermark, traveled around a bit. At first I tried hunting, but then I picked up leather work, and as it turns out, I'm pretty good at it. Became a real master, in fact. That about covered it, I guess. I'd like to know more about your craft. Eyes glisten and dance. Leatherworking, you mean? With pleasure. You see, the trick is to remove the hide so that the tendons don't stick to it. Otherwise it will go brittle. Then you only need patience. You let it rest, you drench it in salt water. That way you get sturdy leather, hard as wood, but still flexible. If you wear that, you can rest easy, even with some bastard poking you with a blade. It's not steel, of course, but you won't be running around the woods all day in steel or sneaking up on someone from behind. Well, my team does, but whatever. And then there's all the other equipment you need to survive a day in the woods or on the dark streets, and it's all made of leather as well. Without a good pair of boots, the first snake will get you if you haven't drowned in some swamp already. And without gloves, every poisonous bush will leave its nasty marks on your hands. And it won't even get started on belts, the most useful thing you own if you don't want to lose all your things while you're on the run. All in all, it's a good craft to know, and it keeps bread on the table. Damn right. Alright, good enough for me. Alright. Things are going well. We still have stuff here, so we should actually go pick that up. Because we have vendors here we can sell it to. It may not be worth a lot, but if it's $5, it's $5. Buy me a Happy Meal. Where you at? There you are. Oh, hell yeah, we got all kinds of crap here to sell. Cool beans, cool beans. And the vendor was right there, I believe. Now, we'll head back to base. Like I said, I just want to make sure, touch base. You never know when they're specifically like, hey, you never came back and talked to me, so I decided just to wait here and not help at all. Kind of hate that. Keeping that, of course. You may have all those things. Anything else show up? I don't think so. Alrighty. Let's bounce out of here. Oh, and I needed to do her. What do you call it? Troll Fireball. Her scribing. Bartleby the Scrivener. Get over here and scribble. Alright, now we'll teleport back to base. And first, let's actually take a look outside. I know we only have a day, but remember, we are in our kingdom. So technically speaking, properly speaking, we are perfectly fine for roaming around and still being able to talk to the kingdom about its DC checks. We just can't go into the next territory outside of Arnhold. So we don't own that one yet. That's Lors Tevenies, I think? No, Dunsword. Dunsword, and below that is the Lors... The Tours of Lebanese. There it is, Tours of Lebanese. Alright, just a quick once over. And it does look like we have hit everything over here. Maybe not there. And that, again, it's not our territory. So we're not dealing with that. Over here, the stuff that we haven't hit is over here in the dire gnarl marches. Like the swamp ruins. Stuff over here in the Pitax, which we're not welcome in yet, by the way. Hence the reason we got turned around on the road. Still haven't been told to come to the Rushlight tournament, I don't think. We can go into the area of Glenabon, and it actually is our territory now. By the way, I need to make a capital, or a town there. Derp. Let's do that. Alright. see, only one upgrade can be chosen up for this region. So again, after you learn it, it'll have it listed there. Alright, so where are we going to place our next one? So now here's our first town in North Arm Marches. Here's another town over here in the outskirts. That's Oleg's territory, technically speaking. So again, we want to be able to teleport. We want to teleport a ways away. There is nothing on the far left. This is as far as we can get. So let's actually come back over here. And again, we've yet to take over the Dardan Marches, and we don't know where we're going to plop down for there either, because this one's square in the middle. Something over here by the border makes sense to me. That doesn't mean have to. So, what do you think? Somewhere square in the middle? Like, yay? Kind of hop, skip, and a jump between that one and that one. Teleporting between there does cover quite a bit of territory. Still, I do like that one. That was kind of sexy, right? Right in the river twice. That's flooding territory. That's perfect for us. Build it. Enter Glenshire. Alright, Glenshire. What do you need? Pierce. Getting low on BP though. So we have to hold up on some of this stuff. And we need a teleportation circle though, because I definitely want that. Oh, do I want a mage tower? Oh, I can't do mage towers until they're level town, right? So it has to be teleportation circle. Let's put those on the edge. That'll give it something to do. Although we are low on BP, and I do not want to worry about something happening where we don't have 100 to spend immediately. Notice our BP per week. Base income, income from our stat ranks, income from regions, 0. So we're getting a 50. Remember, we were getting a subsidy, and then they take out taxes, but the subsidy was always more than the taxes. If we literally had these higher, I got a feeling we finally would have gotten to the point where we were actually beyond the problem. So a point where literally we'd be paying more in taxes than we were getting from the subsidy. So that's not a reason for not leveling these up. I'm just saying that there could have come a time where you were getting screwed. Again, we were in the plus all the way through all of our run through, so I'm pretty happy. But it looks like it's time for us to head back to town then. So, cool beans. I want to teleport to Dorville. Get it. Quick journal check, make sure I'm not supposed to be like meeting someone in one of their spots. That's about ready to turn in. Curse has got 97 days, so we got some time to dilly dink around in town. And until we literally clear, I want to say, time for exploration, I don't want to head over to Glenabon. I want to literally have a couple good upgrades on under our belt. You know, like another 14-day increase for someone's stat like economy, or one of the other ones that are less than 3 to get them closer to 3. Because we're really starting to get to the point where I had issues failing those damn checks because there's just no way for me to keep up. Everyone was too low. We didn't rank up people fast enough. So this is our chance to do it. We're going to do it right. So here's 1 day and 2 days. And again, like I said, I want him to be the one to get us an upgrade. So we're going to save it here and then skip a day. Economy +5. Passed it. Now again, we have first just to check. Yeah, something that he needs to get done in 14 days. Now again, I don't have to do this one right now, but I could. And the reason I point that out is because A, it's a problem and we want it to be done soon. And he's the only one that can do it. This one here is waiting on Tristan. How long till he's done? 8 days. Now, we're going to fast forward another day just so we're clear here on this. Well, actually, we may not force forward today. We're going to do at least one thing. We're either going to lock him into this, and then we're going to rank up someone that's rank 2 or 1. For instance, like her, who's busy, him, who's busy, he, who's not busy. And the reason that that's important is because, remember, we're only getting 2 BP a week from these guys, because they're 2, 2, and 2. We're only getting 1 from Ekin, and he don't have enough espionage to go to level 2, I don't think. So again, we can get these guys up a little bit, but these guys are ready to start ball busting into level 4, 5, and up territory. But economy is the one that has to be the highest one, or everyone can be equal to him, because he's what limits everything else. If these guys were all 4 and the economy was still a 3, we'd still only be getting 3 BP, 3 BP, 3 BP, and every week, and you'd be just like, what the hell? I'm upgrading it because you didn't upgrade the economy first. So, again, I could put, just to go back and show you, I could put him on that right now, where he gets 14 days on it, and that's not the worst idea ever, because again, it's a +1 to our BP a week, and it's the economy one, the one we wanted to jump up a little bit. He gets a little bit of economy bonus, because remember, your kingdom stat, your leader bonus, and your stat rank all are applicable here for how much bonus you get to pass your DC check. So this means any problem that or anything that I put Jubilos on that has a DC check, he'll have a better chance of passing it. All good things, but remember, we have, like I said, multiple people that are subpar. Like, these guys are bad. Even at 3s, there's bad. Remember that they said, oh, you could go past 6 now. We're not even close to 6. So these guys are clearly in the bad. Then that means these guys are straight in the suck. So we really need to start working on these dudes to catch them up to the 3s and get economy in there somewhere where we jump it up 1 as well. So, since he has something that's going to burn 14 days, I'm thinking let's do that thing. That'll turn him in. He turns in, and he'll have plenty of time to hop onto this guy and finish it off, right? Because it's an opportunity, and we don't even need to do it supposedly until the 5th month. But I don't trust that shit. I've been lied to before. She'll turn hers in. He'll turn his in a day. Should be awesome. She'll turn, or be close to turning hers in, and she'll be just a tad closer. So again, getting him up 1 more to level 3, more BP, better chance for him to pass whatever we can put him on, which is not many things, but it's still something. And it progresses the story, or the kingdom, sorry, not the story. Progresses the kingdom in a way that I want. So I think this is the way to go. Cross our fingers. Hope for the best. Symbol Militia Marhole, that's the one I really wanted. Here we go. Success. Culture Reach rank 3. Success from Tristan. Eureka. The advisor servants came to an agreement with the mage. His discovery now belongs to the local mages, and they are studying it with great interest. What was it? An outstanding local mage made an important magical discovery. He's going to Absalom to present his research to his foreign colleagues. There's no doubt that this will enjoy glory and wealth there. He will enjoy glory and wealth there. But if he could be persuaded to stay and work for the crown, his research could advance the knowledge of the local magicians. Right on. So he's happy with us. Loyalty, economy, and arcane up. Boom. Success on the freed swords. General successfully convinced the peasants to join the ranks. They've already started training. Military +7. Triumph. Greedy tax collector. After finding out he was to be executed, the felon told the treasurer where he'd hidden the money. A few days later, the advisor announced that the tax collector was to be pardoned and returned to service in recognition of his ingenuity. The taxes would also be doubled as the crafters had proven able to pay it. I love him for this, because our loyalty always goes down for this crap, but our economy jumps like a ton. And we get a little VP in the process. Success on that. Varnhold Militia, community stability. The Varnhold Militia is ready for duty. Turville is grateful and ready to start working as a leather worker. If we can provide her with a suitable workshop, we definitely want that. Success on improved diplomacy. Each time that she passes the Grand Diplomat, whoever that is, I think that's her though. Every time she passes something, she gets a +3 BP bump. This is nothing really, but fuck it. If she's gonna pass it anyway, you might as well get his money. Alright, strengthen the storyteller's skills as a curator. Now that is something he does. I'm not saying we're going to put him on that, but I'm just saying that's an option. Now remember, we had people freed up. Opportunity, Tristan's going to put them in place. Lindsay's supposed to be on this one anyway. Paper people, that makes perfect sense for her. Aha! Military outrage. And he's got a 40. He's got a 55. That's not much better. We'll put him on it for now. Opportunity, celebrity visit. Keston can handle that, I think. Jubilos can handle the veterans. Oof. Although it would be better if it was Reg, but he's busy on something else that was also a problem. See that? And the curator wants to talk to us. Okay, so it looks like we have one person in every spot, which is okay with me. And let's just go through the days to see how many days these are going to take. 14 days. That could be It's a 32, so it'll be next month. Oof. 20 days. 13 days. And this might be finished by this month. If there's 31 days in the month of whatever their March is. Might be. So that'd be 28, 31. So he'll be finished on the 31st. If there's 31 in this month. So if something else pops up where Reg can do it, here we go. Just not ideal. 7 days. He'll be back on track before too long. 13 days again. Same deal with Reg. So let's quick save it. So that could be an issue. And the reason I say that could be an issue, remember some of these things popped up during that 14-day jump, where I could literally, if we don't have, like, say 31 days in the month, I could literally just skip a day and maybe it pops up and then we could put Reg on it then. See what I'm saying? So while I'm going to start these ones, I'm fully aware that I have a quick save, a couple saves back. That might be enough for us to go back and fix the problem. What you got to say for yourself? Your Highness, my calculations show that we haven't spent all the money we've allocated for cultural development. I have 3 projects, on one of which we could spend the surplus. First of all, we can send forth our outstanding violin player who wishes to tour the River Kingdom. Second, there is a provincial teacher collecting the legends, beliefs, and traditions of your subjects. As a third option, we can order a series of etchings depicting your army's feats and campaigns. It's an easy guess, Your Highness, that I suggest you pay attention to the folk wisdom collector. I myself am working on preserving tales from the ancient times. He's working hard on preserving modern-day tales of our descendants. The one can't do without the other, and both complement each other nicely. And again, this is something more each candidate. The violin player's endeavors is commendable. Besides, when people hear his music and learn that you, Your Highness, are the one who made his concerts possible, then they will certainly grant you their favor and respect. The legend gatherer's work seems the most useful, and not only for our descendants. Your subject, Your Highness, will be proud of their culture. Thus, they might dedicate more time and money to its development. As to the series of etchings, you may be blind, but even I can see. I may be blind, but even I can see this artist's true, self-serving motives, and I can't say I agree with her desire to glorify the army and the other officers' life. Art must reflect life, not distort the truth. So the soldiers one here, military stability and culture. My soldiers risk their lives every day for these lands. Let them enjoy some well-deserved glory. Let's order the series of etchings from the artist. Or, for 3, community loyalty culture. So, more community loyalty, not military. Okay. And relations and culture. Oh, hell. It is our duty to preserve the culture and traditions of the stolen lands. We will support the provincial teacher. Let our neighbors learn all about the talented people of our lands. We'll help the musician. I can't say as I care. Honestly, I like all of these, and I can't do them all. My instinct is to go with the soldiers because my family's military, but he wants this one, and I want to make him happy. So let's actually do this one. And again, I do like community loyalty and culture. And again, our people should be proud of their heritage. So this is cool. Very wise, Your Highness. Support the creator's endeavors, which means we can rank him up again, which we're not going to do because now he's level 3. Oh, here we go. Give me my treasure. Shania. Talkie talk. The Persecutor. Ooh. What are you working on? Yeah. Okay. Hey. She's a weird one. She never wants to stay and talk. It's the weirdest thing. She talks her head off when you come and see her. What was that? Persecutor? Was that what it said? Ooh, a comma, huh? Monk weapon. +2 shock monk weapon. Look at that. Awesome. Ooh, and stuff. This is one of the gifts of the royal court master Shania, who arrived in the stolen lands from the foreign land of Vudra in search of her vocation. +2 shock comma grants Wooly the ability to cast Thundering Drum spell once per day as a 7th level bard. That's like a AoE Sonic. Kind of like a cheap version of Shout. If you want to think of it that way. That's kind of cool. The only person that would ever use that would be probably her. She's got the monastic over here. Let's slap this on her. It's cool. 18, 18, 13, and you know the electric damage sometimes in handy. But 20, 20, and 15, man, it's kind of hard to pass that up. That's the one that makes them bleed. And you get your agile damage in there, so... Oh, wait, that doesn't matter for her. Never mind. Alright. Anywho. Oh, I did want to put that ghost leather, though, on... Knock, knock. Where you at? Knock, knock. This is the one we found in Armok's tomb. Remember, anytime he gets hit, poof, he turns invisible. Greater invisible for 2 rounds. Allowing him to literally sneak attack the shit out of the dude that just stabbed him once. So as long as he survives the initial spike, and it's not bad. And again, he still gets a +6 to his dexterity. He doesn't get all that +9. But he's doing okay. With a spell or 2, we can buff him to a level that makes him respectable. And with that greater invis on him, he just gets to be a Ginsu son of a bitch. So, pretty solid. Oh, and I can give him this ring. And I don't have a good cloak for him, though. Who could use the Enchanter's Cape? Lindsay? Lindsay could. There we go. So Lindsay has that. The reason I did that was because she didn't need the cloak. They don't stack. So there's both resistance, right? So she's getting it all from the ring. She's getting her deflection 3 different times. And she's getting resistance for all 3 of her saves. And she's also getting that spell resistance 14, which is helpful. And then she gets the Enchantress Cape now, so she's freed up that slot. The Enchantress Cape gives her a +1 to her DC checks or enchantment spells, which will again allow us to more reliably count on her abilities to straight up screw stuff over. So I'm cool with all those things. I also want to check over here, just make sure nothing else showed up while we was busy. No, it does not appear not. Alright, let's go over here. Quick general check. Make sure we're not missing out on something. Militia's done, so we need to make... Oh yeah, we need to make her workshop. So we can get our other leatherwork artisan up and working. Choppy chop chop, damn it. We got shit to do. Culture +1. And his rank up, that's the one we see here. But again, he's already 3, so we don't want to rank him up until we do economy to 4. And as you can see, he's busy. That doesn't mean, though, that I can't rank up other people, because remember, we need espionage up, we need stability and arcane up. But I think the only one we could do on that would be Octavia. She's busy. He's busy. And we don't have an upgrade yet for espionage. So we need to get that plus, another +5 for espionage. If you want to look for something then while you're building things, that's what you're looking for. Another upgrade for espionage. We'll get espionage other ways too. I'm not worried about that. But, those are done. Nice. But, the point is this is your way to jumpstart your espionage, so to speak. Get it into high gear. Here we go. Entrevu. Hopefully I left myself a spot to build. Yeah, I did. And that sexy mage tower and our aviary. Aviaries. Alright, where's our Turville's Leather Shop? Next to Tavern and Longhouse. Trade shop, foundry. Where the hell is the... Town Hall, that's gotta be it, right? Town Hall used to be a longhouse. I think so. Let's see, where's the longhouse at? What does it say? Yeah, Town Hall. Upgrades to a Town Hall. So that's a Town Hall that counts still. And there's no barracks nearby, or not barracks, what am I looking for again? Brewery? Tavern. There's no tavern near it. So there's no way to put a tavern near it. And so again, we can only get a benefit from one thing. So again, I'm fine with that. I do want to make sure that there's nothing... Yeah, we can put a tavern here, so let's actually put this on that side. Coolio. And when that's up, we'll go visit them. Now, another rank up, or we can claim another region. Let's take a look at that real quick. No, we cannot claim a region. We don't have the person for it. So, looks like we have to do a rank up. Matter of fact, we can't do that either, because everyone that could do it is busy. Oops. Because we want to do his, but can't yet. And oop. We want to do hers, but she's busy. We want to do his, but he's busy. And we don't have one for the espionage yet. So this one, and this one are not available because they're busy or they don't have it, and this one is busy. So when does any of those people turn in? 31 days. 7 days. So that means we have 7 days to explore, which is cool. So that's basically what we're going to do. But this video has gone on to just about 2 hours now. 3 if you count the previous one. So we did our 3 hours a day like I was been hoping to do. Hey! Dora, I've just received word. Did you know that there's trouble brewing in Varnhold? Oh shit. Your militia is at odds with itself. The captain cannot keep her soldiers in line. According to her, they've gotten completely offhand. It might even come to bloodshed. I think you should pay them a visit personally. As well we will with our personal teleportation thingies.
I'm there.
I guess that's what we're doing. I knew this was coming. This was the Varnhold militia problem. Yeah, as soon as we mate the Varnhold militia, they get pissy. So I'll leave some stuff behind. Just because we're kind of getting overweight again. My dream team for just doing damage at the back ranks, man. These guys are just mean now. I like that. And we will teleport over there, but before we actually go inside, we will actually save for the day. I'm trying to think of what else we'll do. After this, assuming there's not something else that immediately pressing that needs to be done, we will start heading over tomorrow, maybe even later tonight, to Glenabon, our new territory, and start clearing out Raspberry Gully, Two-Face Hill, all these cool things here. And I will go online and try to figure out what piece I'm missing of that story, because like I said, if 4 pieces are found in Armox 2, we found only 3. The other 4th piece we found somewhere else. So again, it's entirely possible that the other piece is, again, somewhere else, like Pike Stretch, Mystery Shrine, I don't know. So again, we'll hit all these areas up. We still need to take over the Darnar marches, and that'll clear us out of all of our territories that we can currently own, and that's cool. And I don't think we'll teleport over there eventually. Matter of fact, let's do that right now, can we? No, we don't have that yet. We'll teleport over there when that teleportation circle goes up, and we'll figure out if it has an end artisan waiting for us, but I don't think it does. But let's teleport over here, and we will do a quick save, hard save, and I'll say with that, my name is Brother Mutant. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, tell what you guys think. I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.